Hey guys, Matt Robinson here again, founder of the Professional Investors Guild. I want to welcome you to our live video. It's great to have you. One of the things that I want to discuss is one of the questions I've been hearing over and over again. Is there a recession coming sometime soon? And I have seen emails bounce in my email box and people posting different things on Facebook, and there's a lot of discussion and a lot of the prognosticators and the business experts and all these people talking about whether or not in the next 6 months to a year we're going to start seeing some kind of recession or pullback in the economy. And there's a couple things that we can establish. First and foremost, of course, there is going to be a recession coming at some point in the future. I don't know if it's in the near future, in the next 6 months or a year or 2 years. We have been in a period of extended economic expansion for 10 plus years now, and certainly that's not going to go on forever. History, doesn't necessarily repeat itself, but it rhymes. We know that there's going to be some kind of a pullback, and then there's going to be some growth after that. And so it's not going to be any kind of surprise that at some point there's going to be a recession. The question is, for those of us who are creative and savvy real estate investors, is should it even matter? Okay, I can tell you that if you know how to do this business and you know how to do it well, then you are not fearing in any way, shape, or form a potential recession, because it isn't necessarily going to be a negative thing for you. Because I can tell you that creative, intelligent, savvy real estate investors who have studied this business, who know this business, who focus on value investing and buying properties under market, are not concerned or worried if there is a slowdown or a dip in the economy. In fact, for any of you guys who have been around long enough, I've been investing for 17, 18 years. Some of the best deals that I bought were during 2008, 2009, 2010, during the Great Recession. And there were houses that, just a few months earlier, I would have had to pay $80,000, $85,000, $90,000 for, that I was picking up in good condition, turnkey rentals for $15,000. And guess what those properties are now worth today? Well over the original 80 or 85 that they were worth. And so there are phenomenal deals out there when those things happen. And so the question isn't if it's going to happen, but it's to understand the business well enough to know how to take advantage of it and thrive in periods of expansion, and also how to make money and take advantage of it and position yourself to thrive during periods of contraction. Because there's actually some really good benefits to the savvy real estate investor when the market gets to a place of contraction. Number one, sellers become more motivated. Obviously, they're in a position where they have less options. You can't just throw something on the MLS or on the market and sell it right away. Retail is a little bit slower, and so they become more motivated. Things sit on the market longer, and so they're certainly more open to an aggressive offer from a real estate investor. Number two, we're in a position where there's less buyers. Anybody who has been in this business knows that when the market's booming and things are going well and property values just keep going up, then buyers are plentiful, right? Everybody comes out of the woodwork. Everybody and their brother is a real estate investor. Everybody's bought a course and everybody's looking to buy a house. But when the market contracts, obviously it kind of cleans out some of the fluff and cleans out some of the people who aren't really serious about investing in real estate. And it does kind of clear the deck a little bit and makes it a little bit easier for you to be able to pick up some of those deals, because there's less buyers going after the same pool of deals. And then the third one, of course, for those of us that are buy and hold investors, rent rates always go up. In a recession, financing becomes more difficult to get, and certainly because of that, more people are renting and less people are purchasing real estate. And so because the financing becomes more difficult, it's going to create more renters, more demand, and it's going to drive those rental rates up. So there are a ton of benefits and there are a ton of opportunities. So again, it's not a question of whether a recession is coming. The question is, we know it's coming, but are you going to be prepared for it? Are you going to be positioning yourself to be able to swoop in and take advantage of some of the lower prices, the better opportunities, and obviously then the increased rental rates as well? Now listen, if you're fairly new in this business, maybe some of this went over your head, you'd love to buy a rental property, but you're brand spanking new, you're just trying to build a little cash, we have the perfect resource for you. We actually have a course that we put together for beginning real estate investors called Big Profits with No Money Down. And for a limited time, we're actually giving that course away for free. So you can pick up a copy of that by going to nomoneydownprofits.com or by clicking in the button that's down there below on this video. Again, nomoneydownprofits.com, or click on the button down there. It's just some good stuff for you to kind of get in the business, get started, learn the basics, and we call it the ultimate beginner's guide to investing in real estate. So you can go, again, again, pick up a copy there. But again, my recommendation to you, my admonishment, my encouragement to you is, if you hear a bunch of stuff in the news and all this kind of concern about recession, you as a savvy investor, now listen, if you're one of those people that buys at full retail and just hopes for a property to go up, a recession will hurt you. But when you've learned the techniques to be a value investor, to buy things under market value, this can be a huge opportunity for you whenever it comes, right? So educate yourself, prepare yourself, and be ready for whenever it happens. You can take advantage in both good and bad markets. Thanks again for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll post the replay here shortly. But again, thanks for joining us. Go out there and make it happen.